Something new today. It's not going to be a full review because guess what? I haven't even read it yet, but I want everybody to take a look at this brand new Lady Death Omnibus from Coffin Comics in its own slipcase. This thing is massive. Let's talk about Lady Death and take a look at it today. I have always loved Lady Death. I have Lady Death figures, small ones. I even got the big one. I liked it when it was the old Chaos Comics. Now, Brian's brought it back to Coffin Comics. He's come out with this. As I said, this is a massive, oversized edition. It is so cool. I can't wait to show it to you guys. I can't wait to read it. This collects the first 10 issues of the new ongoing Lady Death because Lady Death rules. Let's get it under the camera. Let's take a look at it. Here it is. Probably the best looking Omni I've ever seen. Lady Death, Brian Pulido, Omnibus Volume 1. Now, this is just the big cover it comes in. You can see it's kind of got the Marvel look there. Coffin Comics in the red. Lady Death. Coffin. Oh, I bumped the whole camera. Coffin Comics and #1, the logo. Got to stop doing that. The back tells you everything that's contained. This does contain a Lady Death, issues 1 through 10. Lady Death awakens from a cursed sleep and finds herself in the pits of hell. Who amongst her depraved enemies is responsible? Her ultraviolet quest for answers brings her into direct conflict with Hell's nefarious rogues gallery, culminating in an explosive battle in the city of Adesthian. Lady Death travels to Earth to face the epic villainy of the Trinity, alongside the Sworn, Earth's outlaw supernatural protectors. Featuring the alluring diva of death as only creator Brian Pulido and co-writer Mike MacLean can deliver. If you want unapologetic heavy metal inspired stories that kick your ass, then this is the book for you. Like I said, this one thing I really like here too. Lady Death rules on the back, and as you can see, it slides out. So not only do you have this awesome hardcover slipcase, here is the actual book itself. Yeah, this is beautiful. You know, it's the same as the Omni. The only thing, well, it's a different back cover, same description, but a much cooler drawing there. I really always did like Lady Death, and I really like, if you notice, this is silver. Since silver, it's actually glittered. It looks really, really slick. I haven't read it yet. I'm very anxious to read it. I've always been a very big Lady Death fan. Like I said, I have figures. I have the big figure from Previews exclusive. I have the smaller figures. I have the Evil Ernie, Purgatory, that whole line. Let's try to get this all in focus here so we can see. All right, and as you see, there's a nice spread out of Lady Death. Table of contents that tells you all the chapters, which are Chaos Rules, Domination Game, Extinction Express, Oblivion Kiss, Merciless Onslaught, Unholy Ruin, Apocalyptic Abyss, Nightmare Sympathy, Scorched Earth, Blasphemy Anthem, and Under the Lid. Still trying to get it in here. Chapter 1 is a beautiful picture. There you can see she's in hell. I mean, this is old school. This looks good. I mean, look at all the amount of detail done in the sword. I always liked how she had the whited out eyes. Yeah, this is... I'm very anxious to read this. You know, we'll see if it, as we go here, let them come for oblivion. I want to see if it kind of captures some of the... Because Lady Death has moved around a little bit. You know, Chaos was the first. She had a run with Avatar. Then I think Avatar became Boundless Comics after a while. But yeah, this is... There's the City in Waste. This looks really good. I can't get over the artwork in this. And it's got that new omnibus smell, so to speak. Yeah, there's some of that trademark graphic violence right there. Demon's head cut, split right in half. Yeah, good spread pages. Yeah, I missed this when it came out originally, and I knew there was going to be an Omni. And the Omni, like I'd said in the, you can get it at Coffin Comics. I've got the description and the link. Oh yeah, so to A little beating the comic code a little bit there, so to speak. Put the hair over the nipples, something the stuff at Avatar. Another gorgeous spreadsheet here. I like that they kept her in all the old school outfit, the old school look with the sword. Yeah, this looks really good. This is this is definitely the nicest packaged omnibus I've ever seen, and I buy a lot of omnis. I love that hardcover. I think it looks amazing. It's just a good looking book in general. The artwork in this is uncanny. There's chapter 2. You know, I like how they put the covers on there. You know, as I continue to flip through it here. Pardon my barking corgi. Yes, I have a corgi. Yeah, there's the Dogs of Hell. Yeah, this is I'm very anxious to read it. And what I can tell by looking at it, which is very good, is as you can see, there's a nice amount of dialogue in this. It's got such a nice amount of dialogue, which means there's a lot of story to really sink your teeth into. Like I said, I'm anxious to read this. Going by the artwork, this is probably, I said already, it's the best packaging of any omnibus that I've got. And this is definitely the best artwork I've seen in Omni form so far. I mean, this is just gorgeous. I'm very anxious to really dig deep into it. I mean, all these splash pages, the panel, all the blood. I mean, it just has that old school, and that's what I think I like. Like when, nothing against Dynamite, because I'm a big fan of Dynamite's, a lot of their properties, but like when it came to Evil Ernie, is all that stuff that I remembered so greatly from Chaos is so different now, where Lady Death, you know, Brian has kept it, I say Brian like we're friends, but he's kept it so right to the old school, because, you know, it's his creation. So he's always maintained that same story, that same look, that same vision. And I mean, there's another beheading there. I mean, this just looks great. I'm kind of giving you probably a little bit of some spoilers here if you're pausing it and reading along, so I'll start flipping quicker. But and they're smart, like any of the quote-unquote naughty bits. As I flip right to it, they know how to keep it you know, kind of covered up. But yeah, this looks great. This I know I've said that 100 times. I can't stress it enough. The look of this, like, that is a beautiful. A lot of this stuff would make good paintings, good shirts. You know, I'm glad Coffin's doing this. They've also got Hellwitch coming out. But yeah, this is, as I go a little, maybe a little bit more here, I mean, you can see this is just gorgeous in every sense of the word. I'm just blown away by how well it looks. Here's time for another. I've always loved how she's drawn. I think it's the white eyes that just look really good in the outfit. But yeah, this is just a great book in general, from what I can tell. Yeah, it just looks like a good time. I know this is a really popular book. Get it while you can. I don't know how Coffin Comics is going to do once these sell out as far as reprints. But yeah, as you can see, this is old school Lady Death. This is the best packaging I've ever seen. This is the most beautiful art I've ever seen in an Omni by far. This is just great. You know, like I said, I can tell you this is the old school storylines, just everything, the old school vibe. I'm feeling those Chaos comic vibes as I'm looking at this. I can't wait to read it. I'm going to actually start reading it this evening. It was next on my list, and actually it was 2 down on my list, but this sure got it pushed up a lot quicker. But yeah, this is a Lady Death. This is the Omnibus, like I said, in the silver. But yeah, Lady Death Omnibus Volume 1. I love the box. I love the silver binding to the pages that looks so slick. Really kind of has that, brings out the whole white motif. I love Lady Death. The art is beyond beautiful. It looks awesome. This is going to be the next in my to read pile. I can't wait to read this. Like I said, I've always loved her. This looks good. Now I'm more excited than ever. I hope you are too. You know, pick it up at, you can order it direct through Coffin Comics. I'll put a link in the description. But, you know, guys, you know, hit that like button, subscribe. This is some cool stuff, and we got a lot more cool stuff coming. We'll see you in just a couple days.